Breaking news! Cosmetic doctor exposed as fraud. Oh no, wait a minute, these are my degree certificates. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Over the Christmas period, there was one video that I made ages ago where I was commenting on what work a celebrity might or might not have had done and why they look in a certain way. That just went pretty crazy. So in a very short space of time, it got nearly 500,000 views. And of course, what comes with nearly 500,000 views is a bunch of trolls. And they were saying all the usual trolley stuff like, ugh, you can't be commenting because, you know, you're not exactly an oil painting, except I don't think they were quite as verbally advanced as that. Which is cool because I guess if you make a house on the internet, then people are going to throw stones at it. Don't know quite what that analogy is, but there we are. But the one thing that really annoyed me about the whole experience was them questioning my professional qualifications and my professional integrity. So I wasn't making these videos because I wanted to tear anybody down or say they look bad. The whole point of it was to show people at home what procedures celebrities have done in order to make them look like that. I'm not saying they look bad, I'm saying they look good and trying to explain why they look good. The other thing actually that annoyed me was when they were talking about the way that I dressed and how that I looked. Like, if you don't show these high status symbols in your videos, you're somehow a fraud. But of course the shoe's on the other foot now, isn't it? Because now I've got my Chanel, my Hermes, and my Instagram boyfriend to prove what an amazing success I am. 43% of my viewers are from America, and over there, medicine is not an undergraduate degree, it's a postgraduate degree, meaning you have to do a degree first, like biochemical sciences or something like that, and then you can go on to become a doctor or a dentist. Well, it's not the same here, guys. Medicine and dentistry in the UK are undergraduate degrees. And look, I have the diplomas to prove it. University of Newcastle upon Tyne. Sarah Tonks was admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Dental Surgery in 2005. Kaboom! So I was 23 when I graduated as a dentist. Long time ago now. And I worked for a dentist as a few years. During that time, I took the membership of the Faculty of Dental Surgery, which is a postgraduate qualification over here. I actually lost my diploma because it's like a funny size and it's like weirdly rolled up, and I think I just lost it in a house move. But anyway, here's my confirmation letter saying that that actually happened. I then spent some years in maxillofacial surgery. The US system is very different from the UK system. Over here, you have to have a degree in both medicine and dentistry in order to advance up the career scale. However, in the US and in some other countries, it's dental only. So that's why I went back to medical school. And I went back to med school in 2009. Now, I was in quite a fortunate position. My degree was shortened from the usual 5 years to 3 years because the first 2 years are the same as dentistry. So in some cases, there are a handful of places in the country which will allow you to do that. At the time when I did that, I think I was one of 4 at this university, and there were maybe 2 in the north and 2 others in a southern university as well, so not many of us. So even over here, when I say that I did my medical degree in 3 years, I get funny looks. During that time, I took a year off and I did a master's degree in clinical and experimental medicine at UCL, which is also in London. So that was 2010. And this was kind of about how to design drug trials and basically be a good foundation if one wanted to go on to do a PhD, which I'm sure at one point I will. Also during that time, I took a postgraduate certificate in advanced aesthetic dentistry. That was 2012. That's also at UCL. I hesitated to put this in because I don't know, I don't really do any dentistry at all, and I haven't done any for years, but I thought, why not? You know, I did it, why not? So in 2013, I was fortunate enough to graduate from Queen Mary and Westfield, University of London. This is my medical degree. This is where all the action is, guys. This is the medical degree. That's what you all want to see, right? There we are. Signed by the Vice-Chancellor and the Principal themselves. Definitely no forging this. And then after that, that's when I started doing my work as a doctor, and at the same time I took a diploma in cosmetic science, and this is from the Society of Cosmetic Scientists. Now, if you're not familiar with postgraduate education, a diploma it's got the same foundation as a master's degree, except you don't do the thesis at the end. And this one is basically all about skincare science. So when someone says to me, why do you think that? You're not a dermatologist. It really pees me off. And it peed me off so much that I decided to go back to Cardiff University and do a diploma in practical dermatology. There we are. When was that? 2016. And for the eagle eye amongst you, you will see that it is written in Welsh down there. And look, it must be real. There's a hologram on there and everything. Look at that. That's quality. Something else that was mentioned in the comment section was, no one cares about your opinion. Well, B, you're wrong. Because this year I was profiled in Cosmopolitan UK magazine. And also had a big piece in the Saturday Times magazine. I've appeared on TV 3 times. As well as getting some kind mentions in a bunch of other publications such as the Daily Mail, Grazia and Vogue. So yeah, turns out that people do care. Amazing. Another often asked question is, how come you've been injecting so long if you became a doctor in 2013? Well, it's because over here dentists can inject as well, and that's when I started. So I took my first ever training course back in 2008. And you might not know, but there isn't much regulation around who can and can't inject and what kind of training they have. So back in 2008, I just started there, and I would do evenings and weekends work, particularly when I was back at medical school. And that's how I got myself through university. I've been injecting full time now since 2015, and it's now 2019. So I have picked up quite a few tips and tricks along the way, as you can imagine. I'm sure you don't know that much about the regulation around cosmetic injectables in the UK, but you don't actually have to be a healthcare professional to do it. Anybody can do it. Your hairdresser, your plumber, your builder, literally anybody can inject dermal filler and botulinum toxin. So it's kind of unusual to have a doctor doing it full time. I will give you that. Nevertheless, that is what I do. So if you're getting confused by my lack of obvious status symbols like a stethoscope or glasses, well, the joke's on you, because I had my eyes lasered a couple of years ago and it was brilliant. I've got some really exciting stuff coming up for 2019. So I'm having a friend joining me, Dr. Kishan. He's a doctor and a dentist like me, and he also has an undergrad degree in pathology. I'm starting my second master's degree at the University of George Washington in integrative medicine. And I'm really just looking forward to seeing where YouTube is going. Can't wait. I'm changing the way that the Friday videos will be filmed. Not yet, we still have a bit of a backlog there, so maybe towards perhaps April, May time, you might see an exciting difference in those. And you're definitely going to be seeing much more of myself and Dr. Kishan in 2019. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check the General Medical Council website to make sure that I'm not making all this up, and I will see you guys again next week. See you later.